Greetings and welcome back to Gettysburg once again. I am your host as always. Now, let's see what has happened. The Federal line is under a lot of pressure. And is starting to buckle in a few places, but
give us a song to cheer our weary hearts, a song of home and friends we love so dear. Many are the hearts that are weary tonight, wishing for the war to see. Many are
who are they, I wonder?
looking for the light to see the dawn of peace.
Alright, he's shifting troops about on Cemetery Hill, moving most of the artillery onto the hill itself for fairly obvious reasons. It is a dominant position. That's a lot of guns. Oof. I'm trying to think what could have arrived. The 12th Corps? But that shouldn't arrive until early day 2, right? It might have arrived, to be fair. I have no way of really knowing without pushing forward. And I push forward and I take unnecessary losses, but alrighty. I apologise, everyone, that it's taken a while. Actually, you won't have noticed. But it's been a little while since I did a turn, so... Alright, reinforcements have arrived. 16 units undisrupted out of 21 checked. 3 units out of 5 rallied. 1 unit recovered all fatigue out of 31 checked. 1 unit resupplied out of 4 units checked. And breastworks built at 124, 165 and 140, 170. So where were they? That would be 140, 170. Well, there's 170, so 140 would be all the way over here on Benner's Hill.
Come on, you valiant soldiers, a story
I will
about the bloody battle that
push
was
the 31st Georgia forward.
was
Ruger and Meredith. Ruger is 12th, I believe.
was the famous battle of It was the 6th of April, just at the break of day. The drums and fifes were playing for us to march away. The horrors of that field did my heart with anguish fill, for the wounded and the dying that lay on shallow hill.
they will stay there. They will advance.
About the hour of sunrise,
Hope will move this way as well.
before the day had vanished, we fought them hand in hand. It caused so many homes the deep mourning to be heard. All from that old
Alrighty. So yeah, I'm thinking those boys under Ruger are 12th Corps. Which, if is the case,
And early the next morning we were called to arms again, unmindful of the wounded, unmindful of the slain. The struggle was renewed, 10,000 men were killed. This
Alrighty.
was the second conflict to the famous Shiloh Hill. Before the day was ended, the battle ceased to roar, and thousands of brave soldiers had fell to rise no more. But I pray to God thy Savior,
we'll fire off
if consistent with
a
thy
few more parting
save the souls of all who fell.
barrages of artillery before the battle ends. The day ends. Daniels. I think for the most part we are just happy. So we're just happy where we are for now. Iverson is going to remain in reserve there.
Your Southerners' heart that cheer the victory gained at Shiloh.
Yeah, I think for the most part we are just going to shift into
Upon the ground, no tents nor shelters could be found, and in the rain we almost drowned on our way to Shiloh.
we're just going to wait until morning, I think. I will move Pender as a whole further back, I think. I'm going to basically just compact him in a bit.
When the Shiloh hove in view, it welled the bravest heart, subdued a sea, and the motley crew that held the works at Shiloh.
Alrighty.
For they were strongly fortified with batteries on the rear side. Our general viewed the plains and cried, "We'll get hot work at Shiloh."
Alrighty, Heath. I'm going to mostly pull Heath behind the bridge. Matter of fact, I am just going to pull my guns back behind the ridge. as we prepare to rest and wait.
The 33rd and the Swabs, they charged the
Edward Johnston, Johnson's division will arrive. Stewart, Walker,
their guns and knapsacks they threw down. They ran like hares before hounds. The Yankee Dutch could not withstand the southern charge at Shiloh.
Alrighty, who else has arrived? Virginia Artillery Dance, so that is all of Second Corps Reserve Artillery. And as I continue to... What's that? Oh, it's £20 a para. It may dictate whether or not the Amherst, Virginia, this is Nelson's Artillery Battalion. Jenkins.
Winter is gone and spring has come once more. The rebels rejoice that winter is no more. For now it is spring and the leaves are growing green. The
How far can they
rebels
see from here?
rejoice that
They can
cannot
see onto...
Then home soon, home they will be.
Okay, they would be able to see onto Hare Ridge,
This our country, where the
which is not what I wish.
blossoms on the
What about you? You cannot. Nor can you. So, this is the only unit that could see anything.
We have taken up arms in defense of our farms. And if the Federals trouble us, we'll surely do them harm. For we have declared that our land
Could
shall
bring them off road, but
they stay away. How quiet we will
I think I will actually.
Then home soon, home we will be. Home, dearest home, in this our country, where the rose is in bud and the blossoms on the
We'll
tree.
bring them off road ever so slightly to try and keep them hidden. Because if I can keep Anderson hidden until the morning, at least, it will at least make him think, where am I going to commit Anderson? Plus it will give me a chance to give me some wiggle room on where to deploy him. Whether I want to deploy him, say, here and push this way, or deploy here and push this way. McLaws will arrive in 3 turns. I've really got to try and shove this Federal cavalry out of my way, but
Away from
it's going to be
their
very hard
sweethearts, they have to
to do
stay.
so.
And lay in the woods by night and by day. For if by the Federals they should capture thee, they will be
They are going to just sit there and keep an eye on the Baltimore Pipe.
taken away from their homes. Away they will be. Away from their homes in their own country, where the rose is
think, for the most part, I'm happy with the day. It's a minor rebel victory. Partly because I've managed to destroy 10 federal guns, but also all that cavalry that got chewed up fairly early.
Now
Still,
my song is almost ended, and since it is so, back to the wars with all speed I must go, with my gun in my hand and my jacket also blue.
the one other question
My dear
then,
friends, I must bid you adieu. Then away from my home, away I will be.
what do I do?
From my home and away, dear, from me, where the rose is in bud and the blossoms on the tree, and the lark is singing home to North Missouri.
What do I do to,
When the war is over, I will.
what is my plan for tomorrow? That's the question.
We will get married if we can.
I'm partial to trying to
And when
flank,
we
but the
are
question is,
joined,
well, I'm partial to the left flank, going round his left.
we'll take the parting hand.
But again, that is very predictable because, well, it's the historical. But it's also, it would also unhinge all of this if I did so. If I go right, it's going to take a long ass time, to be fair, because of the way the roads are. And it's also going to be very, very obvious because I'm going to have to run right in front of everything. And then it's a case of trying to force my way over Wolf Hill. It's going to be difficult, but not impossible, I say. Alright, there's you. I'm thinking I've got to really sort of try and close these ranks up a bit more to try and bash these lines. I sort of spread them out a bit too much, I think. Especially Gordon. Gordon, I'm gonna probably look to get his line a bit more, with a lot more depth, I think. Still, I am still very happy with overall performance of the army. So, there's nothing crazy that says do this, do this, do this. It's just a case of resting and getting ready for tomorrow. So, let me know if you want me to show the night turns, or not. Most of them are just going to be instant ends, but it's a case of, would you rather see them or not? Or would you rather me skip them so you don't have to just, well, have those worthless videos? And as I've said in a previous episode, I will do, once night falls, a episode on planning. So we're going to be doing a whole planning episode of what we can do. So what the plan for day 2 should be. Where do we send Longstreet and his corps, the first corps? Where do we send the main juggernaut of the attack? That's the question. But keep an eye out for that, and then when it comes, let me know in the comments what you think. But for now, that is going to be it for yet another turn of Gettysburg. So 5 p.m. It should start getting... When does dusk? It's 7. So we've got 2 hours until dusk. So we've got a while yet. But it's still a case of, for the most part, looking to get rested and ready for tomorrow. So for now, I thank you all once again, and I will see you all very soon. So bye bye for now.